What's up? YEEZY PK-01. Ordered this on December the 10th, and it shipped 5 months later. Well, over 5 months later on. Okay, hold on. Ordered December 10th, 2025. Shipped 5 months later, May the 28th, 2026. Got delivered on June the 10th, 2026. So, yeah, this one took a while. My singular order of the PK-01 in a size 2 and the camo colorway. Um, yeah, it took quite a bit of time, and it could not have arrived at a worse time when it is 85 degrees outside at like 100% humidity in southeast US. So, yeah, perfect for the summer months. Here's the enormous bag it came in. You get your warning signs that your dog cannot play with the bag and other good stuff right there. Where is the tag? There it is. Eh, PK-01 in the camo, size 2. This thing is cool. I haven't really checked it out in detail yet, but it first impressions, it is huge. It is quite heavy. Um, but it looks pretty cool, I think. So let's just go to some details. It's probably better if I show you all on the couch. Let's do that. Excuse me, Chai. Unless you want to be part of the video like you always do. All right, let me get y'all situated real quick. And yes, there is a reason I got those that 500 box right there. Anyway, let's look at the highlight feature, right? Look at this hood. That is so nice. Like, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels pretty plush. Maybe it's a little bit thin, and maybe the way that they attached it right here is a little bit eh. But I mean, it looks fine, I guess. The stitching overall looks okay. Like, you can see some like little white threads right there or whatever, but I'm not too concerned about it. It does seem very heavy duty, like almost like ballistic like, to where maybe it can handle like some like puncture or whatever. Like, it seems like it should be resistant to a lot of like abrasions and whatnot. It does have Velcro going along the zipper, so it has Velcro and a zipper. The zipper is almost feels metal. I think it's plastic though. It's a plastic zipper with really big notches. Feels pretty heavy duty. It is quite smooth. And yeah, you got pockets. Two large front pockets. They are lined in the same material. Speaking of material, let's look at the materials tag if we can find it. Sorry, Chai. Let's undo all this. And let's see if we can find a tag. And here's the really shiny interior. Chai loves it. All right, tag. PK-01, size 2, 100% polyester, made in China, dry clean only. And your RN number right there. Nothing on the back. And what looks to be a coat hook right next to it as well. And it is stitched. If you can see it. There we go. Yeah, inside is pretty interesting. Shiny polyester. And then you got these drawstrings inside of here too. And Chai is already making this his home. So yeah, you got these inner drawstrings. I have never seen these on a jacket. Maybe it's just something that a lot of polar jackets have to secure it to your body better. I don't know. I've never used anything like this before in my life. So so yeah, but yeah, saw these, thought they were interesting. Excuse me, Chai. So here's what the drawstring looks like up close. And then, yes, there are inner pockets as well, if I can find them. Where was that pocket at? I swear there was an inner pocket. Or maybe I thought wrong. Yeah, here it is. All right, it's kind of hard to find, but it's over here along the zipper. And then it has its own zipper. Has its own padded little area here too. And on the inside, you get some of the camo texture and some of the slightly more rough polyester, I guess, or fabric in there. It's pretty deep, big enough to fit my huge hand. Well, yeah, for the most part. Excuse me, Chai. Uh, Let's see if there's one on the other side. No, there does not appear to be the same pocket on the other side. Let's see other features. The hoodie does zip off. So there is like a zipper right here. And then you can just like unzip it and take the entire hoodie off if you want to make this more of a bomber look. But otherwise, here's what the wrist looks like. And there is, you can see like a fabric inner layer right there to keep you all insulated and stuff. Let's try to look deeper in here. So that's the same material in the interior. And then, well, okay. So it's like polyester, and then the very end is like a fabric compression for your wrist to keep the cold out and the heat in. And then everything's like stitched all the way up here to the edge too. So like quality wise, it's pretty cool. Um, I think it could be a little bit better quality wise, but I mean, I'm not complaining too much. Overall, just like looking at it, excuse me, Chai. Overall, just looking at it, looking at the color, looking at the camo texture. It's the first camo thing I've ever had in my life, and I think it looks pretty cool. Honestly, like it's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and put this thing on, so you can see what a size 2 looks like on me. Actually, before we do the try on, let me do some measurements to the best of my ability. Let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna zip it up. Like I said, zipper is pretty smooth. Gonna close everything here and do my legendary rough measurements for as many things as I can find. So let me find my measuring tape wherever I put it. Oh, here we are. Let's look at pit to pit. From pit to pit, again, looking at where the stitching meets up. Pit to pit on a size 2 is right at 28.25. Pit to pit, 28.25. When we're looking at shoulder to shoulder, it doesn't have a clear defined shoulder. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. But shoulder to shoulder is about, we'll call shoulder to shoulder like 26 and a half. 26.5 shoulder to shoulder. Maybe, actually, no, maybe that's more like 25 shoulder to shoulder. Sorry if y'all can't see anything, by the way. Let's see. Hoodie. Not sure how to measure a hoodie, honestly, but I mean, what if I just like... I'm not sure how to measure this. Let's measure it from the side, actually. So the hoodie on the side, because I feel like when it comes to a hoodie, you care about more the height of it. Like, is it going to fit your big head? So let's measure the overall height of the hoodie itself. So like from down here to the very top, we'll call that 14 and a half inches. The depth of the hoodie, we'll call that 12.75 inches. And then the arm, I'll measure from, I should measure from, yeah, from like right there, from like where I measure the shoulder to the very end. There's no clear like seam right here, so that's what makes this a little bit difficult. But we'll call from the shoulder down 27 and a half inches. And then let's measure from the collar down. from the collar down, we are looking at, and this one has a clear area where I can measure at. So from the collar down, we can call this 28.25 inches. So I hope that gives you all an idea of the dimensions of this thing. It is very wide, but as far as the length of it goes, like the crop factor, it's pretty on par with my usual sizing. So it's going to fit wide, but it's not going to fit long. And the arms are enormous. The arms are going to be huge. So let me put this thing on for y'all and tell y'all how it feels. Make sure we get in a good spots where you can see everything. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw this thing on, undo the hoodie enclosure, undo the Velcro, undo the zipper, and we will pretend like it is not 85 degrees and 90% humidity in the deep south in the middle of the summertime. Throw this thing on. So here's what it looks like. Just throwing it on. No zippers, no nothing. I'm just throwing this thing on. I'm looking like a gangster. Like that's the first thing that came to mind. I got my inner pocket right here, I can hold my wallet or phone or whatever in here. Keep that safe. I got these drawstrings, which I really don't know what to do with. And yeah, like the arms are insanely long. They like I can put my whole hand in there and like flop it around. So the arms are very long, and don't think there's a way I can like fold it in. Maybe I could actually. Hold on. Not sure how secure this would be, but all right. So if the arms are a bit long, you can try to fold them in on themselves and see your hands. I think this thing looks cool. It's very elaborate. It, it's it's so it's so much excess. And it's a size 2. I did order a size 3, and that's gonna fit me like a very big blanket. Um, I knew I should have ordered a size 1. I had a feeling I should have ordered a size 1 in this. And I think overall, like the green camo looks okay with me, my complexion and everything, but I feel like that white and that yeah, like the white variation would have looked really, really nice on me. Let's zip it up. All right, this audio is going to be beautiful to edit. Zipped up all the way, hoodie on, and with the enclosure. Here we are. It is very warm. I don't know who Ye is working with where he needs to make all this clothes for like sub-zero temperature living. But being that it's from like LA or Chicago, maybe Chicago was pretty cold. That's where he got a lot of the inspiration. But the dude hangs out in LA, so I'm like, do LA people need a lot of clothing that's just like the warmest garments I've ever seen in my life and ever worn in my life? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. This is cool and all for like the percentage of the world who needs to live in Arctic conditions for like 80% of the year. But for me in good old Georgia, I'm probably going to use this maybe like 1 or 2 times a year legitimately, unless I'm going up north and then camping out somewhere. It's comfy. It doesn't feel scratchy at all. It feels really soft. There is obviously like a really, really soft layer of insulation and padding in this that feels almost like a foam. Like some jackets like this use like actual feathers. But this is definitely more of a foam insulation that they have going on here, but it's so soft and flowy. I really enjoy how this feels on me. So like whenever I do 1 or 2 times a year get in sub-zero temperatures, um, this could definitely be a go-to. Is it big? Uh, Yeah, like it is quite wide, even on me. But I do really like it. I really do like it. Make a smaller version of this that's not meant for sub-zero temperatures, and I got a true winner. Give me the white version with the white fur and everything. Get a size one, and then remove like a lot of this excess, and you got like a really cool like fall wintertime jacket for the South. If you live in Antarctica, this might be okay. If you live in Sweden, this might be okay. Shoes fits. I got the perfect pair of boots for this jacket. Boom. 500 high, tactical in sand. These are my favorite Yeezy boots of all time, and they go perfect with this parka. So let's throw this thing on. What in the world did I do here? I may have to clean that. Anyway. Ah, crap. Ugh. Excuse me, chai. Chai, it's not its way. Hold on. All right, let's throw these on real quick. I'm not going to bother tying them up. Just so y'all can get the idea. I am getting super hot right now. This is the fit. This is 1000% the fit for this jacket. Got the dog to match too. Uh, this is how this jacket's meant to be used. Coat, parka, whatever. Absolutely perfect. Matching dog too. It's amazing. So yeah, like I really like this. I really do enjoy this, and I can't wait to take it out one time this year to actually use it for legitimate reasons with this exact outfit on. I don't really have anything else to say about it though, because I mean it's burning up outside. So, and I'm burning up right now too. So, anyway, thank y'all for watching as always. More soon. This is the PK-01 size too. And yeah, thanks for watching this mess of a video. Anyway, bye.